Hey, I'm Eric, and this is Golf for a Cause. Golf's roots as a community space goes all the way back to the old course at St. Andrews. And that ethos continues on today at Goat Hill Park in Oceanside, California, where kids, families, and dogs come together in a casual, communal space, where t-shirts are encouraged, and the only thing that matters is if you had a good time.
Goat Hill Park is what all golf courses should be: scenic, fun, and challenging. Most importantly, accessible and welcoming to everyone. It's also public land, owned by the people of Southern California. And with no dress code, a free kids course, and music playing outside the clubhouse, it's definitely built for the people. More than a golf course, it's a community.
It's a hard vibe to beat. I'm up here probably 4 times a week. One of those times is to actually play golf. The other times is to come up here, bring my kid to putt, to play the little playground, the short course, have Kai run around. He's 2 years old. It's half golf course, half hangout. That's like the way I always describe it to people, you know? Right there, that's like the #1 reason I love this place. It's so laid back. As you can see, everybody dresses how they want. There's no strict code, which, you know, for a public golf course, I think that's extremely important, especially if we're trying to get more people to play golf.
One of the masterminds behind Goat Hill Park is Linksoul co-founder John Ashworth.
All right, we're here with Mr. John Ashworth, co-founder of Linksoul, caretaker of Goat Hill Park. John, thanks for joining us.
It's great to be here, and it's great having you here.
So we are going to play a match for charity, of course.
Yep.
So if I beat you, you have to make a donation to Junior Golf Association.
No problem.
And if you beat me, I'll volunteer for a day at any charity of your choice.
Love it.
You can get my hands dirty too.
Yeah, no, yeah, you'll be getting dirty. Okay, all right.
A little straighter than I thought, but that was hit hard. There you go.
Not my clubs either. These are Jay's from the shop. I left mine at home, so just part of the story when I wax your boy here.
Tell me about the origin story. Tell me about how this all came to be.
So Goat Hill Park was originally the Oceanside Carlsbad Country Club back in 1952. I remember it way back then. It was always a fun course to come play, but Oceanside was always kind of gnarly. The city hired a management company and they didn't do a great job, and then, you know, it's literally $100 million piece of property, right?
If they sold it
Southern California, yeah, with an ocean view and 75 acres, you know, so they put out an RFP on it, and my partner, co-founder Jeff Cunningham, and I were going, God damn, we played out here, and we thought, you know what, we can't just sit back. We got to at least, let's put our benevolent plan in to fix it up, have it be the home of the North County Junior Golf. We'll add a little kids course called the Playground for kids to play free. You know, we started a Caddy and Leadership Academy as part of the 501c3, and just really make it a community asset. We don't have a dress code. We want people to feel comfortable, not intimidated.
Get there.
You know, we play music around the clubhouse. Didn't hit it.
As the caretaker of Goat Hill, I'll give you that on the first.
Oh, I like this guy. I like this
I gotta
guy.
make this.
It's just been this grand experiment, you know, on how to rethink how public golf should be anyway. And it's been great. Look at this guy. Yeah.
Let's go.
Good putt.
The idea of a community-focused golf course may seem novel, but back in the British Isles, the birthplace of golf, golf has always been about the community first.
You go to Scotland, you go to Ireland, you realize that it's much more of a communal game. It has much more of an impact in each of the communities, that the first people to tend to the golf courses were community members. Golf had this whole soulful side to it, a much deeper side to it that went well beyond just the sport of golf. It was more of a practice, you know, like yoga or surfing or something like that, where you could get back in touch with yourself, or you could use it for meditation, or you could use it to learn more of yourself and also connect your community. So like that's why Goat Hill works so well, but it's also built off that model. Like We went around to all those places actually taking into consideration, like at North Berwick, for example, where they have a kids course. Why don't all courses have this? You know, if we're really trying to grow the game, like what are we giving back to it to make people that want to keep coming into it? Yeah, sure, there's sports and there's scoring and all these things that go on, but in the end, there's a whole group of people out there that know that golf is, you know, goes well beyond that. You know, my own desire coming into this was to break through those things that golf has been associated with socially and economically and everything else, and give back as much as we can to use this as a vehicle that could strengthen a community and give back to as many people as it can.
Look at you. It's a little left.
A little left, but that was hit hard.
That was hit hard. That'll be green high.
All right. I feel like you gotta go for things at GOAT. Have fun, hit shots.
Well, very strategic.
Yeah, which is probably why I get killed out here every time.
The gorilla versus the gazelle, as Peter Beams would say.
Beauty. A+ there. So John, like,
yeah,
golf and charity have always been connected.
Yeah, isn't it great? I mean, it's amazing how it has worked that way all throughout the game, really. I mean, golf courses are just this community, you know, gathering place that people can come together and,
Thanks.
you know, and do good things for other people. It just shows the goodness of the game of golf, the soulful aspects of people connecting. And that's what Link Soul's about. It's like golf links souls together, you know, throughout time, really. Generations. You know, it's so cool out here to see parents with their little kids. I don't know if you saw that guy comes out here almost, he goes, "This is our daycare center. What better daycare center do you want?" You know, I go, "Hey man, I'm with you," you know.
We could be easily a company that is just making good stuff and doesn't give a crap and, you know, keeping it to ourselves, but
yeah,
what good does it do? I couldn't live with myself personally, so.
Yeah. All right, John, through 3 holes, you're 1 up after that nice birdie over there.
Yeah.
We're at, I don't know, this always feels like the iconic hole to me. Maybe it's because
it is an iconic
hole in one. I remember that
one.
video, seeing it, yeah.
Yeah, and oddly enough, it's called Oz. That's the name of the hole. And of course, Jeff Ogilvy's from Australia.
There you go. Maybe we can make a hole in one
Yeah,
here.
let's do it.
Walk off
hole in one,
cool.
yeah. It's gotta go. It's gotta go.
Get up low. The door is ajar.
Door's ajar, buddy. If we tie, we both gotta do charity work.
100%. Get there.
Oh, that's there. Get down a little bit.
Get there.
Oh, no, it isn't. Barely. Yeah.
Caught it off the toe.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right.
You're punting. Oh, God. You might have to edit this one. See what I mean?
Wow.
It's fluffy. It's fluffy right there.
It's good. We'll both get to do some charity work, John.
Yeah, that's it. You know, so we're just very lucky to have golf, and we need to nurture it and grow it at that recreational aspect. I mean, sometimes I feel like pro golf has a way of sort of hijacking the game, and everyone's trying to be, you know, such a great golfer. When, you know, and that's cool to try to be a good golfer, but don't lose sight of the fact that we're just out here having fun.
Get there. Wow, that broke a lot more than I saw.
Oh, no, now we got a little meat on the, maybe you should have chipped that.
I know, I think you got in my head.
I got in his head a little bit.
You got in my head.
Come on, regroup, you got this. It's gotta be accessible, and it's gotta be affordable, and it's gotta be playable for everyone. From the cradle to the grave, you know what I mean? And I think if you can accomplish that, I think it's great for a community. Yeah! That's powerful stuff right there.
Let's go. The double volunteer.
Good job.
Wouldn't have it any other way,
hey,
John.
we got the most out of that round, right?
That was awesome, bud. Appreciate you. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
After our round at Goat Hill Park with John, we were back on the road. Through the desert, en route to Arizona. This time we were headed to Greyhawk Golf Course to speak with another person who has made golf and giving back a huge priority in his life.
So, Bones, Jim, Mr. Mackay, what do you prefer?
Yeah, absolutely Bones. You know, if someone calls me Jim, typically I don't even turn around. So, you know, Bones it is, please. Thank you.
How did you get the nickname Bones?
Well, I started caddying in 1990, and you know, nobody knew my name. I was staying by myself on the road, and we went to dinner. Fred Couples was at the dinner, and he, of course, went through the buffet line before everybody else at this particular restaurant, got a big steaming plate of food, sat down, no knife and fork. So he sees this tall, skinny guy standing over there by the silverware, and he's like, hey, Bobby, Joey, Jackie, you know, all these names that aren't mine. You know, I'm not turning, so he finally looks at me and says, Bones. You know, I turn around like that, and he goes, you know, knife and fork, please, and I take it to him. And he called me that for the rest of the trip, and you know, a month later, everybody did. And that's kind of how the nickname got started, because of my build at the time. If you go behind your back, that's bonus points, or between your legs.
Laughing is the hardest part for me.
See, there, look at you. You got skills. Wow. I got crushed. Nice work.
You too, bud. Bones, so as you know, we're here to talk about charity, specifically the Arizona Cancer Foundation for Children. You could support a wide array of nonprofits, but you've chosen this one.
Yeah.
I want to know how you first got introduced to them.
Well, it was pretty tragic, but my wife Jennifer, she had a great friend named Chrissy Funari who had a young family, a daughter Ava, who at about 3 or 4 years old ran into a serious health issue that turned out to be a very rare form of cancer. And of course, you know, we can all imagine what they as a family and what Ava went through as the next, you know, few years came up against them. Unfortunately, it ended in Ava's passing. And Chrissy, of course, was devastated, as was her, you know, her friends and family. But of course, she's got to, you know, do something to channel this grief that she had. You know, she went through that process with Ava, and then once Ava had finally passed, she realized that, of course, so many other people are dealing with these issues, and of course, so many of them don't have the financial resources. So she said, "My goodness, I'm going to start a foundation in memory of my daughter, and it's the Arizona Cancer Foundation for Children, and it's amazing. And Jen's been a big part of it, and I would do anything I possibly could or can to see its success go through."
Bones, what's the organization currently fundraising for?
Well, they're certainly fundraising for what they want to be known as Ava's Treehouse, which is going to be a facility that does any one of a number of things for the families, certainly the parents and the children going through this very tough time. There's going to be a therapy room, there's going to be a library. You know, Leo, the therapy dog's going to have his own station, if you will, an art room and a music room. Basically, it's going to be a very happy place for these children to have a real distraction at a difficult time, but it's going to be an unbelievable culture and atmosphere, and we can't wait to get it going. More than anything, it's about, you know, the smile on these kids' faces, and the great thing about the Arizona Cancer Foundation for Children is that, you know, through what they've done and what they're looking to do, certainly with the building of Ava's Treehouse, which is their big goal here moving forward, it's about happiness and safety. I just want to see them happy, and I think more than anything else, it's just about smiles on kids' faces, because to me, that's what it's all about.
Putting a smile on kids' faces. That's what it's all about. That line from Bones really struck home for me. Throughout the first season of Golf for a Cause, we've heard from a lot of inspirational people who've found different ways to give back. One of the things they've all had in common is their contagious happiness and kindness. And while the people that we've talked to have all had huge platforms that they've been able to use to create change, it's important to remember that you don't need a platform to make a difference. The smallest act of kindness can sometimes change someone's life, or even just put a smile on their face. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. I hope you've enjoyed watching this season of Golf for a Cause as much as I've enjoyed making it. We'll see you soon for season 2.
Wow.
Get there a little bit.
Good bounce.
Get there a little bit.
Need a caddy?
Yes.